Okay, we're looking at mixed exercise 7 on algebraic expressions from the first year core textbook. So we're looking at question 3 and we're asked to simplify an algebraic fraction. So I've got two possible ways I could sort of lay this out. The method is the same. And one is I could just try and factorize that cubic as it is, because this fraction is only going to simplify if x plus 1 is a factor of that cubic in the numerator. So I can use that as a bit of a clue to help me factorize, because factorizing cubics isn't something that you generally have to do. You obviously have to solve them and sketch them, but you can use your calculator. But as they've told, well, effectively, they've told me x plus 1 is a factor. And obviously, if I divide a cubic by a linear function, I'm expecting a quadratic. So it is possible to do it by inspection. So to get the 2x cubed, the first term of that cubic must be 2x squared, because when I expand this cubic, it's the x times the 2x squared that's going to be the only cubed term. I can also say that the constant must be plus 5. This is if I'm assuming that it does, that x plus 1 is a factor. Obviously, if x plus 1 wasn't a factor, there might be a remainder, which would change things entirely. Okay, so then, just about giving myself space, I've just got to think about what that x term is going to be. Well, when I expand this back out, the x term should be 3x. So I've got the 2x cubed, I've got the plus 5. I could look at the x squared, because obviously there's 0x squared there, but I say, well, let's use the x term and then we'll use the x squared term to check. So when I expand these brackets back out, where am I going to get an x term? Well, it's going to be 1 times that missing term there, and the x times the 5. So currently, that's giving me plus 5x. So actually, I've I jumped ahead there and assumed that was going to be a positive, but it isn't, because if I'm supposed to get 3x, I need this. For goodness sake, I need this. Is that not working? Oh, there we go, right. I'm sorry, get there in the end, third time lucky, fourth time lucky. I need that to give me minus 2x, so that together they give me the 3x. So if that's supposed to be minus 2x, I need 1 times this to be minus 2x. So basically that has to be minus 2x. Okay, so what we can then do is check if that works with the x squared. So obviously, if they haven't written an x squared term there, it's because it was 0x squared. So again, if I think about expanding these brackets out, my x squared term is going to come from 1 times 2x and x times 1 times 2x squared and x times minus 2x. So the 1 times 2x squared will give me 2x squared. The minus x times 2x will give me minus 2x squared. So my x squared term would be 0x squared. So job done. Okay, so that's sort of probably the quickest way of factorizing that numerator. And then the denominator was x plus 1, so now we're there. They can cancel. So we end up with 2x squared minus 2x plus 5. Okay, so your alternative, as I said, it's the same method, or the sort of same steps, just written out differently, is to do it as a division, because that's all a fraction is, isn't it? So all that is asking me to do is divide that cubic by x plus 1. So I'll lay it out using the reverse grid method. You might sort of lay it out using a long division. They are the same method. So if I'm dividing a cubic by a linear term, a linear expression, I know I'm expecting a quadratic. So I'll leave a 2 by 3 grid. Right, so I know that my x cubed term is 2x cubed. So that needs to be 2x squared. 2x squared, I'll change my colours, right, so 2x squared times 1 is going to give me 2x squared there. As we've said, so they don't bother writing it, but there, the x squared term is 0x squared, so that's going to need to be minus 2x squared to make it 0x squared overall. So to make that minus 2x squared, it's going to have to be x times minus 2x. So then if I look at my x term, so my x term is supposed to be 3x. So I've got minus 2 times 1 here, so minus 2x. To make it equal positive 3x, I need to add 5x. And if that's supposed to be 5x, then that would have to be 5, so that x times 5 gives me the 5x. And if that is 5, then that's 1 times 5. Okay, so then you can just do a quick check if you want to, that you have got the cubic. So we have got 2x cubed, we have got 0x squared, we have got 3x, and we have got 5. So the answer to that is 2x squared minus 2x plus 5, and then it's the same. Then it would be the same working as we did there. Okay. So let's just check that I've got that right. 2x squared minus 2x plus 5. Cool.